getting started could be one of the most challenging things, bro, because this is the process, it's a system, yeah. You've been doing it for years, you get what I'm saying to you. So for me, I knew that, yo, in order to get out of this, it's gonna be long, you feel me? And it was long, I'm not gonna lie. Looking back, it was a long process, you feel what I'm saying to you? But now that I've done it, like, I can share with you how to actually get started in an effective way, which will allow you to just go through the motions, knowing that you can stop, you feel me? But what you gotta recognize is that it's like pushing a merry-go-round, you feel me? Not a merry-go, what's that thing called? A roundabout. That's a merry-go-round. You know the roundabouts, when you're pushing a roundabout, like it starts off slow, pick up momentum. Once you get that momentum going, you're gone. You get what I'm saying? You're gone. And that's what it is. And once you got that momentum, it's easy to push because it's already going, you feel me? So that's how you got to see this thing. When you're starting off and you're relapsing here and there, boom, 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 that's cool to me, because think about it, yeah? You've been doing this for years, bro. You've been doing this for years most likely, and if you have, and you're relapsing after like a few attempts, after a few times of doing it, and you're thinking that you're messing up, you're not messing up, that's a part of the process. I'm telling you, once you start getting into like, okay, now I can do it for 3 days, boom. Now I can do it for 4 days, I can do it for 5, I can do it for a week. Like, you're making progress. You do it for 4 days, you realize, and then you do it again and you go into, it's like once you're getting started, it's like allow yourself that time to mess up and get things wrong, because that's what's gonna happen. Because you gotta realize what's happening. You've got to find your patterns. Once you find your patterns and what happens and your whole process, then and only then can you say, alright, cool, now I can stop. But hey, let's get further into it. What's going on? My name is Christopher Daniels, and I help people to overcome self-sabotage and live a purpose-driven life, you know. And I do that both through mindset coaching and content creation. If you're new here, I just want to say welcome. If you're back here again, welcome back. You know how it goes. Don't stress, don't panic. Family, we are active. Literally, yeah. So let's get in. And when we're talking about getting started, yeah, a lot of people, to begin the process, is like, you've never even tried. The 4th 2 weeks is like, whoa, it's crazy. It's like 2 weeks, bro, without doing anything. You know what I'm saying to you? Without releasing for 2 weeks. That's a madness. That's crazy. And I remember, and I know it because I was there. I remember thinking about it, like 2 weeks. What? That's mad. Do you get what I'm saying to you? That's a major achievement. And the first time I did it, I think it was 2 or 3 weeks, and I was like, yeah, this is a big achievement. And now I've been able to go months upon months. I'm going up to like nearly 7 months now. And that's crazy, bro, to think that I've come here from not being able to do that 2 weeks. But what did the journey actually look like? That's the main question. For me, it all came down to finding out the patterns, finding out the process as to like what happens, what makes you even, if it's watching videos. I want to talk about watching videos, because this is one of the main things for people. Like, what gets you to be watching videos online? And once you get onto the page where you're watching videos, normally for me that was a wrap. You get what I'm saying? So it's that process of like what gets me online to start watching those videos. When I start watching those videos, I know that is a wrap. So I needed to catch myself before I started to watch videos, yeah? But the way that I did it as a process. I started marking the days, yeah, that I didn't do it. So every day that I don't do it, yeah, I'll write numbers on a piece of paper. I'll write from 1 to 7, for example, if 7 days was my target. Every day, every time I did a day, I'll circle 1, I'll circle 2, I'll circle 3. And it just like helped me, bro. Like I can see on paper, like I'm on a streak now. I'm on a streak. I started a streak. Then after 7, I'll extend it. I'll go 14, boom, boom, boom. I'm on a streak. Yeah. And whilst that's going on, like on the day to day, like what you gotta see, what you realize is that like every day, like you're learning your process as to like what gets you on there. For me, a lot of the time, what it was Instagram. Yeah. I'll go on Instagram, I'll see something on Instagram. After I see something on Instagram, I'll start scrolling, going to different pages, scrolling. And then before you know, I'm like, nah, Instagram's not enough. I go online, and then boom, you know what I'm saying to you? That was my process. And that was what happened every time. So I knew that, hey, if I go on Instagram and I start going to these pages, that's going to happen. And when it happens, I know that it's happening, but I can't stop it. You know what I'm saying to you? I can't stop it, bro. Like, it's too late. You know what I'm saying to you? But when I go onto the website, it's game over. But Instagram, I knew that it was a wrap. So what I used to do, because of my Instagram, I don't even like going on watching girls and putting these things on that page at that time. I didn't do that at all. So I had another Instagram account. So I went onto that, and then when I went on that, that's when I started to scrolling. So what I needed to do was stop going onto the other account. Yeah, once I stopped going onto the other account, things started to slow down. You feel what I'm saying? Things started to slow down because that was like the path. So you go to Instagram and you go to the thing and then boom, you got what I'm saying to you. That was my main path. So the question you gotta ask yourself is, what is your main path? How do you get to the videos online? Like, what's your process? Like, what happens? Do you lie down at a certain time, then it happens? Are you bored and then you go to your room and then it happens? Like, or what does your process look like? Once you figure out your process, then you'll be like, okay, cool. This is the first thing that happens. Yeah. Once you recognize and you can capture that, then after that it's like, okay, cool. How do you stop that? How do you replace that with something else? Because I'm telling you, it's not even about when you get online. When you get online, more times it's too late, bro. It's too late. If you're going online and you just click onto the site, it's too late. So you gotta stop it before that. When do you get to the point where you can stop that? Once you can stop that, like from early, you realize what the early things are, then the rest of the process is not going to happen. And when that's when it moves like that, then you're in the game, you're all good. You feel what I'm saying to you? So for me, getting started is all about understanding what makes you do it in the first place. Once you can get that, then you're going in the right direction. On top of that, another thing that you gotta be mindful of and be wary of is, again, like I said, that pattern, the habit pattern that I had there. So I used to mark 7 days, mark 7 days, mark 7 days, and I'm like, yo, this is a process. So another way to get started and another way to keep yourself going is to keep the count of the streak that you're on. Yeah, like, how many days have you been doing it for? Like, how consistent has it been? How long, have you been moving for? Once you can do all of these things, you're in the game. You get what I'm saying to you? You are in the game. And that's where it comes down to, really and truly, just being mindful of the early process, and at the same time being active once the process starts. And then, man, there's nothing else to think about, there's nothing else to worry about. You're just there, you're doing it, yeah? And it's moving for you, yeah? That's the main thing I just wanted to share with you. I just wanted you to know that, bruv, it's getting started. Don't give yourself time as well, man. If you mess up a few times, that's cool. You got what I'm saying to you? That's cool. It's totally normal. But what you gotta recognize is that it's easier to get started than you do think. But if you do mess up early on, give yourself that time. It's okay. It's fine. And then boom, your streak starts and you're in the game. It's all good. You get what I'm saying to you? Literally, that's it, man. That's the main message. So don't stress, don't panic. Just realize it's easier to start than you think. Yeah? If you've enjoyed this video, make sure that you do subscribe, hit that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any future videos. And having said that, I will see you again very shortly. Yeah? Blessings.